Pulled over by the police for speeding? Tonight, an officer and a judge revealing what you can do and what you should never do during the stop, and then later in the courtroom.
There's a lot of times people come to court and things come out of their mouth, and I think, did you hear that on the outside? Did you mean to say that out loud?
Well, they are the ones who control your fate after you're pulled over.
But tonight, they are offering the advice to help you while also working to help police stay safe during traffic stops. Here's our consumer investigator, Hank Winchester.
It's probably happened to you at some point in your life. You're driving along and you see those flashing lights. You've been caught speeding. What do you say to the officer, and how should you approach the judge in the courtroom? Well, tonight we have advice from the experts. The dreaded speeding ticket. It seems everyone has a story and a strategy.
Cry immediately, get some sympathy, go from there.
What my cop buddies say is don't lie. Do you know why I pulled you over? Yes, officer, I'm afraid I was speeding.
Don't be obnoxious, don't fight back, don't deny what you did.
At 5 p.m., we took you out on the streets of Troy with Officer Milt Stansberry. He says Jamie's crying strategy usually doesn't work, but Karen and Steve's honesty route is the way to go. When you're in a situation, which it's probably happened to a lot of people, and the officer says, do you know why I pulled you over today? And you know you've been speeding. What's the best course of action?
It's a civil infraction, so you're not admitting to any crime. I was just plain telling, if you know, they'd say, I was probably going a little fast.
Officer Stanberry also offered this advice when out on the road. What's the one thing that people do when they get pulled over that they just should not do?
They'll complain because they got singled out, and what about all them other ones? So they're aware that they were speeding, but what about the other people they were with?
Yeah. Now we take you into the courtroom. If you're fighting that ticket, you could be before Judge Hardig in Troy, or a local judge or magistrate in your community.
Whenever you're in court, you should be telling the truth. If you don't think that the truth is beneficial to you, just feel free to not say anything. But lying to a judge is never a good idea.
Remember, the officer or prosecutor will come to court with a record of what actually happened. Lying can only create more problems. But before you even step inside, think about your appearance. It means a lot.
I think respectful behavior, including dressing appropriately, is always appreciated.
No hats, no jeans, no tank tops. Think business attire, not bar clothing. Come in with real facts if you're challenging the ticket. But remember this.
The judge can reduce the fees, the fines and costs, if he or she thinks that that's warranted, but a judge can't look at your traffic ticket, believe that you did it, and then lower the points. That would be up to the prosecuting attorney.
Best advice, don't be memorable, either during the traffic stop or in the courtroom.
There's a lot of times people come to court and things come out of their mouth, and I think, did you hear that on the outside? Did you mean to say that out loud? That definitely happens.
And we want to hear from you. Do you have a story about being pulled over? What worked for you? What didn't? Share your story right now on our Help Me Hank Facebook page. I'm consumer investigator Hank Winchester. Back to you.
I went to court one time, and right out of the gate, the first thing the judge said to me is, "Sir, will you please remove your hat?" And
No.
This is a really good start.
That was
Who
so
shall I
bad.
make out this check out to, sir?
You're pretty much gone from there.